Oh, I ain't gonna be here on here long, but if them pictures could talk, we gonna talk about it after the 30. Hey, Janice Johnson. Hey, Lena Pretty Brown Eyes. What's up, Dr. Lashana Root Brown, who is an Ursha? What's up, Tiffany? What's up, Spoken Word? Who else is here? I'm saying hey to everybody because I'm not going to be in here long, but I'm going to say what I need to say and I'm going to head on out. What's up, Star? How you doing, boo? Oh, I got a lot of stuff to do today. I got a lot of stuff to do. I got some hotel bookings that I got to complete. It's a lot of stuff I got to do today, y'all, but I had to come on. I had to come on. So, hey, Denise and under new management. What's up, Francis? What's up, Wild Seed, Liberia Rose, Jamaican girl? How you doing today? Okay, y'all, let me get right on into the get. So I saw this early this morning. I woke up and I said, let me see what's going on in these YouTube streets. Now, you already know that I really want peace in the valley. I want peace in the valley, right? So, Misunderstood and Tracy had a little falling out. And it seems like they had gotten it together. I was ecstatic that they were at the beach. It seemed like they did what they said they were going to do. And baby, they took pictures. And I looked at that picture very closely, beloved. And all I'm going to say is there's still work to be done. Because, honey, if them pictures could talk, baby, Tracy was all like this. All like this, right? And Misunderstood was like this. Somebody did not look happy in that picture. Thank you, Wild Seed. Somebody did not look happy in that picture. And all I'm going to say is, I hope y'all work that out. Is it me? Is it me? Or did you all see what I did? You see what I see? Okay, did you see what I'm like, did y'all see that? Is it me? Or was that picture saying something different? Okay, the caption had something on there, but the picture was saying something way different. And I was like, I'm glad y'all together. I'm glad y'all tried to reconcile, but it looked like y'all gonna have to do a little bit better. Okay, because it looked like somebody was not feeling it. Okay, it's like, baby, Misunderstood was like this. Okay, not even a smile, girl. Okay, like that. I was like, man, okay. Whatever, boo. Play or not, baby. Folk was not happy in that picture. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. So hopefully they got the real pictures stashed somewhere over there where everybody's smiling like this. Cause baby, I saw this. I ain't see this. I saw that. But she looked like she didn't even want to be here. She was like, how did you get here? Like she didn't want nobody to show up. All right. So, baby, I hope they work this thing out. I hope they get it together. I hope it is a play. I hope they just trying to get the kids talking. Because, it's all right to get the streets of fire. It's okay to get the streets of fire and stuff. But baby, she was not looking happy. That's right. She was looking like she was looking in them Don Cato pictures. Okay. Wild Seed, that face was saying everything. The face was saying everything. Okay, y'all, look at the picture. I looked at the picture. I'm like, oh, something's not right here. Teresa all like this. She's all like this. She's all like this. Yeah, all like that. Misunderstood like this. I hope they work it out. But look, if you want to smile for real, you need to come to Juicication. Go ahead, y'all. We are wrapping up to the last week that you can get that price for Juicication. Make sure you get your $25 in the carnival before the 15th. We're going to have a good time. I'm ecstatic. Y'all going to be smiling for real. Okay, it ain't going to be none of this. It's going to be like, okay, we going to have a good time. But, baby, look, Jay's, it looks, look, MU looked like she was not having it. She was like, okay, I'm just here. Okay, I'm just here. She was like this. Teresa all like this. She's all happy and stuff, and MU like this. So I hope y'all work it out. I'm serious. I do want you all to really work it out. I do not want, I'm just glad that they got together. I'm just glad that y'all got it together. So anyway, Jay Wilson, why people claiming you sick just because you, I don't care what these people say. I am in the gym and I'm doing well. You all, again, go to, well, you can't go there, but when I first came on, I was slimmer than this. I'm almost at 201 now. I don't care what and give a damn about what these people say. Do you think I care what these people say? I don't care what these people say. Not at all. And half of them look like diabetes and hypertension, drinking Kool-Aid with sugar in it. And you think I care what they say? Absolutely not. I'm a healthy 53-year-old. So I don't care what people say. Don't have nothing to do with me. So again, don't care. Don't care at all. Moving right along. Anyway, you all, I just think it's funny with that picture. That picture says everything, everything. So I just think it's really interesting. So diabetes, hypertension, and a whole lot of stuff. And I'm getting ready to go to the gym today. I don't care about what these people say. I'm going to get to my goal weight, which is 180 pounds. And it's going to look crazy, but I don't care. It is what it is. They'll laugh at you when you're fat, and they'll talk about you when you're fat. And then when you lose the weight, then, oh, something wrong. I don't got time for these people. Child, bye. I don't have time for these folks. We getting ready to go on Juicication, and honey, I'm going to be vindicated. Baby, I don't even care. Baby, I don't care about these folks. I'm healthy. My blood pressure is down. Okay, I don't have high blood pressure. Do you all know that when I was gaining that weight, had to take lisinopril? Thank God that I don't have to take it no more. See, I don't care about what them people gotta say. So anyway, I don't care. That's what you all gotta realize. I don't care. I'm just glad they watching. That's how I feel about it. Can't help what people think, you all. Let me say this. I'm not here to go back and forth with people. I'm not here to beef with folk. I'm here to give my commentary. I know people will give their commentary about me, but I'm fine. I'm fine with the commentary. I'm fine with what people have to say. Don't matter to me. I've been skinny before, and I know what it is. And I was much skinnier when I came on here at the beginning. So I really don't care. All right. So again, you all, I just hope that Misunderstood and Tracy have really talked it out. I hope they work out their differences because baby, them pictures are doing a whole lot. They're saying a whole lot. So I hope they're okay. And so that's it. And you all, let me say this. Don't care about what people say about you. Just keep on doing what you got to do. We're going to go on our cruise. We're going to have a great time. We're going to eat and live and have a great time. And that's all I got to say. Glad you're off lisinopril. It can have some serious side effects, especially when taking the same prescription. Let me say this. I took it for 2 months. And I'm like, See, people don't understand the urgency to get in the gym and start really working out. As much as I don't like to work out, you got to think of the consequences if you don't. So that's it. Let me say this, you all. I look, I just think that the pictures say it all. The pictures say it all. The pictures really do say it all. So we'll see what happens. I hope that they really work it out. But baby, them pictures, I would have been crazy if I didn't mention the pictures. So now look, you all, to book your spot on the cruise, call 1-866-721-3225 and ask for Juicication. There's the group number and stuff right there, and let them know what's going on so you can lock in that price, because after this, we don't have control over that. So they had to talk a grown woman down from fighting. MU is desperate for friends if she keeps someone like that around. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, Aria Oasis, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna say this, you all. I just hope that they could at least be cordial, or and let me say this to you all. I don't know everything. I don't. But we should be trying to get people to reconcile their differences. It seems like people who are critics of me and what I gotta say, it seems like they don't like peace. It seems like they live for strife, and everybody doesn't live for strife. What's up, on-site April? Everybody don't live for strife. Some people really want people to be peaceful. Don't spite me because I'm saying something that's truth, something that is right, but because you spite and do not like me, contradict yourself if you're about peace. But some people are not about peace. Some people are about strife. And this is why I don't frequent their platforms. This is why I rarely speak on people anymore. It's not really worth it, because that's what people really want, is your attention. And my attention is elsewhere. So yeah, y'all. But did y'all see the picture? What y'all think? What was that picture saying to you? That picture is saying to me, I just did this because I had to. I'm doing this because I still want to be cool, but I'm all right. What did that picture say to you all? I do, Cree. I do. I do like the black cherry. I like the tropical fruit punch as well in the circle as well. Tiff, she did look over in the picture. Now, I'm not saying that she may be over. I'm just telling you what the picture is giving me. And the picture is giving me, yes, it's over. The chips are down. What picture, Jay Wilson? I miss it. What were you saying? Oh, Tracy and MU pictures. They went to the beach. I guess they went to the beach, and Tracy was all happy. And Tracy genuinely looked like she's having a good time, right? Tracy really looks like she is happy to be there. MU just don't look like she happy. MU just like, girl, I can't wait till this week is over. That's how it's looking. Now, I'm not saying that's how it is. I'm just saying That's how I was looking. And baby, if y'all should have taken pictures, y'all should have got hype first, okay, and took the picture. Because honey, if this is supposed to be convincing, it is. But one thing, I am happy that you all were together, and that's the good thing. You all were together. Sometimes I said, you knew how that would look. You noticed she didn't post a picture of them together on her community wall. MU smile is consistent in all her pitch to me. No, baby, go look at her Don Cato pictures. It was all up in her face. It was all up in her. Let me look at this picture again. It was all up in her face. It was all up in her face. It's like, girl, I'm like, are you okay, sis? Do I need to call somebody? Is you in danger? Because she looked like she just didn't really want to be there. Let me go on over here. See, y'all playing. Let me look at this picture. You said them pictures are picturing. Hold on for a minute. And I understand if you don't like certain things, but y'all, I mean, this is your friend. And if y'all friends, you're gonna compromise some stuff, right? Hold on for a minute, y'all. Let me go on over here and see. Child, they was at the Crab Shack, girl. They was at Joe's Crab Shack. Child, let me get old nasty Pete. Honey, you like this. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Tracy all in. Tracy all in, right? And MU like this. Okay. They like this at the top, but like this at the bottom. My honey, MU is dressed like she apostolic today. She act like she going to the Kingdom Hall. She apostolic, honey. Tracy is dressed like she getting ready to walk somewhere. And MU dressed like she a Mennonite girl. Honey, it's just night and day today. And again, it's just Tracy all smiles and MU like this. Okay. Baby, I'm looking. Y'all, MU just don't look happy. I mean, she giving me Jane Pittman. She giving me Jane Pittman realness over there, honey. And Tracy all happy, all at the Joe's Crab Shack. But I hope they can work it out, girl. Because MU just like, okay. Hold on, let me see what y'all got to say. It's over on Tracy community page. Somebody said it look a little forced to me. Yeah, it's on Tracy community page. MU mad, Tracy disrupting her Don Cato time and surveillance. Okay. It was real written all over her face. Didn't have a word to say, baby. It's a lot. Somebody says, I'm leaving that alone. Girl, I guess that Joe's Crab Shack. She was giving 7-Day Adventist, girl. Oh my God. Oh, the lean is horrible, ain't it though? I'm reading y'all comments. It's the side hug. It's just all wrong. But again, let me say this though. All I'm gonna say is I'm happy that they did get together and hopefully they talked it through. And maybe they took this after they finished talking. I don't know. Maybe they still had some feelings, but they said, girl, let's go ahead and take a picture though. Let's tell the people that we all right. And again, I'm glad to see them together. They made it to the ocean side. Teresa said it's freezing. Okay, and MU is just sitting there, girl. MU is just like, I could have been in the mountains. All right. So I just hope that it works out, y'all. I'm just looking at the picture. It's the body language for me. It's just the body language for me. It's just saying a lot. Let me read these comments. Hold on. Let me read some of these comments in here. What was that? Okay, that was my chapstick. Let me read some of these comments. Somebody said, let me put my glasses on. Somebody said, I commend you both. Really trying, but your facial expressions and body language says a lot. I think you guys genuinely like each other on YouTube. I don't think there's any chemistry in real life. That was from Jamaica girl. It always that one friend that gotta ruin the girl's trip, even though I would, you look done. Work on your discernment so you can learn people. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Let me see what the person said down there. She's not forcing herself. She's trying to make the best of a situation. Oh, Tracy, I was just there over the weekend. MU's face is saying that y'all not okay. Both of their faces are screaming not okay. I'm just reading this, honey. She's still pouting. Lord have mercy. Jesus. Let me put this away. Oh, Jesus. Them comments. So anyway, y'all, I just wanted to come on, y'all. But let me tell you something. It ain't gonna be like that on Juicication. We gonna be smiling for real on Juicication. Okay, we're gonna be smiling for real on that cruise ship. But you gotta get in for the Juicication. There go the number. Dr. LaShawna Ruth Brown put the number up again, and that's to book your spot. The 15th is fastly approaching. Put your $25 down. Lord have mercy. So y'all, again, I'm getting ready to go because I got some things to do. I got to put on my other glasses too. But yeah, Jasmine, you tell her. I don't do that, Jasmine. I just give commentary. So Jasmine, you don't like Tracy. It's obvious. So why don't you tell her? Go on her community page and write that, Jasmine Red. We see you. You've been constantly throwing these jabs at Tracy. Go tell Tracy. I'm not here to poke jabs at people. I'm here to just tell you what I see in the picture. So you go tell her. You go tell her. So anyway, I just think it's interesting, y'all. But look, let me tell y'all something. I ain't gonna ever get this organic chapstick. I'm gonna stick with my Carmex. I'm gonna stick with my Carmex. Anyway, Tracy, I'm glad that y'all worked it out. I'm glad that you all talked about it at least. Misunderstood said, I'm upset. Tracy looks beautiful, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Misunderstood, you know what? I feel that you're upset, Misunderstood. The picture is saying a lot, Misunderstood, and it's not to pick at you. It seems like that it was some misunderstandings. Y'all had two different viewpoints of how things should work out, and it just didn't. I'm glad that you all really talked. I'm glad that that's the biggest thing. But the picture is given, I'm not happy. You know what I'm saying? And so you do look unhappy. And I hope that you all work through that. Yeah, but you do look unhappy. You do look unhappy. And like I said, I had to listen to both of you all, and it just seems like a major, major misunderstanding. But what I am gonna say is I am happy that you all did get together. I'm happy that you all did talk about it. I'm happy that you went to the beach. I'm glad that y'all really went to the beach and did what you all needed to do. Because that's where she wanted to go, to the beach. But what are you unhappy about? Are you unhappy about people thinking that you were a bad host? Because I'm gonna be honest, misunderstood. I was listening to it and misunderstood. This is what I didn't get, and I'm glad you're here. See, it seemed like you said you told her these things, but it seems like she's coming from another place where, but I thought it was gonna be girls' night. Now I'm gonna say this too, misunderstood. I think that you gotta realize that turned up for people is different. And my thing is, I know that you are still working on sobriety, and I wouldn't want to put you in a place where it might jeopardize that. Now, that's me personally, and so I would be thinking about that. You know, um, because I thought you were a bad host at the beginning. I'm gonna lie, honestly, because I'm like, well, if somebody's gonna come here, I'm gonna tell them who, what, when, where, and how, what I can and cannot do. When I'm gonna let them know my schedule. However, I'm gonna be very accommodating. But I did hear you say that, hey, we tried to go here, we tried to go here, and then you said it seemed like she was unappreciative. And I just think that you all may have not gotten everything tightened up like it should be. But why are you hurt and upset? Because you said you're hurt and upset. Okay, that'll be fine, misunderstood. Because I just want to know why you hurt and upset. And I don't have a problem with you or Tracy. Let me say that. But I want to understand why you are hurt and upset, and why. Because you all seem like so excited when you all were planning this. You seem like you all were really exuberant when you all were planning this, and then all of a sudden it did come. And I'm hearing Tracy say that she wanted to be closer to you so you wouldn't have to go all out of your way, but then you all were at a resort that was far from you. It just seemed like it was a lot of things. I can say both ways. It seemed like, I'm not sure, but it just sounds like a lot of miscommunication. I know that Palm Springs is far from the beach. And I've been in that LA traffic. I had to drive from Orange County once to downtown LA, and that was no fun thing. I was pissed. I ain't never seen traffic like that, even in Miami. I ain't never seen traffic like that. So let me see if this might, okay. Misunderstood, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing well, misunderstood. I'm glad that you and Tracy really talked it out, because truly everybody really wants to rip you all apart, and I get it. And that's what people usually do on the beef sector and the YouTube sector. But I'm glad that you all really did have a conversation. Hopefully, what I did notice though was the picture, in the body language, your face. I'm like, the picture is saying one thing, and I'm like, you are just not looking happy. That's all.
Okay, let me clear it up. So I just don't have I don't know. Uh, I feel. I mean, it's hard now. I love Tracy. I think that she's very. A lot of the things that people say about her, no, Tracy's very warm, very, all of that stuff's good, but I don't know how people would feel if I know the area. I know how, you know, how we gotta, you gotta, I just don't, I just feel that the post that she made was a slap in the face, and that hurts. And I feel that my feelings are invalidated when I'm trying to explain that, how we did everything that, we could, that you said you wanted to do, all the times that, that it's just a slap in the face to me. It's not that I just went live, but when you say that you're pissed, that people are gonna say, "Why are you pissed?" And I'm out here, and it's like we're sitting over here getting resorts and stuff for you to stay at, and the only thing I did was back down and was say, "No, we're not going to Snoopy." It's a 4 hour drive, but there and back. Why would I want to do that? It's a bad idea. And everything was going fine until then. And I'm the one that's getting dragged and called a bad host when that was the only thing I did that she didn't like. And I don't like that.
Okay. So did you all talk about that? Because let me say this. I agree with you. And y'all, I want you all to know that me and Misunderstood have had our back and forth. So it's not like, I'm anti-Misunderstood and pro-Tracy and all of this stuff. It's just like I'm looking at it. But I agree with Misunderstood. If you all have court cases going on and stuff, and even if you didn't, you don't ever want to be in a situation where your life could be in danger or you can get arrested, or you don't want that. I know that you have children, and you know that's critical. Your well-being is critical for you continuing to obtain your kids. So I get that.
So
So
I'm really, because, okay, so after we did all of that, now, when I'm saying to get up, it's because you're chasing the daylight. You want to go to the beach. Now, if you want to go now, Don Cato was never supposed to go to the beach with us. Del Mar is an area in San Diego, and there's beaches all around. So if you're telling me that you want to go and take pictures, then I'm saying, okay, we have to leave at a certain time because it gets dark around 5 or 6. So if we're going out there to take pictures, it's going to be a waste. We're taking her to a very picturesque area. So that's why I was a stickler about the time like that. But all those things were spoken about beforehand.
it seems like it was cold at the beach too, because I seen y'all are wrapped up. So
Yeah,
it
and
does
that's,
get
and we
cold
couldn't
in
even.
LA.
It's we weren't in. No, I didn't take her to Los Angeles. We went to I think we went to Oceanside.
Okay. So
We
that's
went
between San Diego and yeah. Yeah.
No, so I live. So I'm in Palm Springs. So you, it's not in it's not towards San Diego. No, I'm sorry. Oceanside is in San Diego. I'm wrong about that.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not too far from San Diego. I had a friend who was at Camp Pendleton, so it's in that area. Yeah. But that's a chop, and Palm Springs area is it's not there, and traffic is always bad. So what was and this is my thing. This is what I'm interested in. What was your conversation with her
I'm
before
trying to get
she
her to.
even
Oh, sorry.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
What was your conversation with her before she even stepped on the plane? Did you say, hey, Tracy, this is my schedule. This is what I'm going to be able to do. And
Yes,
and did you all agree that that was okay and all of that kind of stuff?
I asked her what did she want to do. We did, and then based off of the stuff that she said, she wants everybody. She said hiking. Um, she said hiking and the beach, and then we would just go out. And so everything that I had planned, that it was around what she had said she wanted to do, and I said so. Some of those areas where I hike, um, and just because we say hiking, you gotta remember some of that is just like a trail where it's not like I'm hiking up the mountain. Some of it's, you know what I mean by that. Like some of it's like
Mhm.
around the beach area. It doesn't mean that we're hiking. We're hanging out at the beach and there's hiking trails around and stuff like that. But we did talk about it, and we talked about, well, on Fridays and Saturdays, because some of the places were like Idlewild or stuff that I could have taken her to. That's Don Cato would drive because I don't drive in those areas. The road is narrow. I can't pay attention to the road. So she agreed. So that's why Don Cato was Friday and Saturday, and he left us alone in the resort. He left. So that was our time. But we talked about him driving, and then we would go to the beach on Monday.
Okay. I
That
got
would
a,
be our day.
I got a question. What do you think that you could have done better, and what do you think that Tracy could have done better? Because it seems like it seems like miscommunication. And trust me, I host a lot, Misunderstood. So I really want my guests to feel really great. And if they don't, I feel some kind of way about it. So I can understand how that could affect you. But again, this is not YouTube, and none of my guests, they usually say they've been treated well, but not to the point where they're coming on YouTube. So what do you think you could have done better to prevent this? And what do you think that Tracy could have done, for this? Because I understand what you're saying. I get it. But I'm like, did it not register? So that's my question. What do you think that both of you all could have done a little bit better on this situation, not to bring it? And I always think that when you put stuff on YouTube, it does cause issues.
I think that, well, everything was fine. We got along perfectly well until that post. There was no issues. There was like minor stuff from like, Tracy's like, oh, you're high sprung, or I'm like, oh, Tracy, come on. There was minor stuff like that, but that was no big deal. It was really the
Mhm.
post that was a turning point, because
So
after the
the
post,
post did it for you, but
yeah,
but now, do you really think? Now, be honest. Do you really think because you said that Tracy, I am not going to this Lady Snoop thing. I'm not going to do that. Do you think that that's where it went south? Because I'm
I
hearing that
know
from
that's
you.
where it went south, because she sent the message about me changing my mind, and then after that she posted. That's why I'm telling people it's not all that other stuff, because now after yesterday she could see why I was saying we got to get up, why we got to do this so we can do this, this, and that. But I could have communicated the, even though I said, hey, we got to leave by this time, I should have made it. I maybe she didn't realize how spread out things are in California.
Okay. Now, did you agree to go with her to LA for this Snoop thing? I mean, because it sounds
Yeah, I did agree. But she didn't. She didn't. She said she was gonna stay in the car, and she just wanted pictures and stuff like that. When she said she wanted to get out of the car, I sent a message said absolutely not. But don't. But I did. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking that she would see like how we are out here, and she wouldn't want to. So that's my fault, and I take complete blame for that. But I
okay.
changed my mind and said I don't want to.
Okay, and I think you have a right to change your mind if it's going to adversely affect you. So where are you and Tracy now? I really was. Let me say this: I really was happy to see you all together. I mean, even though the body language was different, but I was really happy to see you all together. So did you all talk this through? Where are you all now?
Um, I just made it clear that it takes me longer to get through stuff. Like I as much as um we're gonna go out and we're gonna do some stuff, but I am not gonna lie, it the post still hurts. Like it you know, I just feel, because I didn't just fire up a live stream. People were, blowing my phone up about what I was doing to her. Why don't I just take her to the beach? I was getting a lot of emails, and it really, and it just really set off a bad. She feels that I went live, and that kind of messed up things, and that's why things are where they are today. But that post, and then putting in that post that all she wanted to do was go to the beach, obviously it's gonna make me look bad. And I just feel like it was a slap in the face.
Okay.
And I
All
responded to just that post, and she went live talking about the Snoopy thing and everything else. Now I can understand her being upset that I backed out. I did back out, even though I agreed to it when she was there, and she's like, "Oh, she wants to drive by." I got kids. I backed out, so I do take responsibility for that. I
right.
never should have said I would do it.
Yeah, I think that that's a big thing. But again, I don't fault you because you got kids. You're grown. You don't know what would result. You don't know what would happen.
I can understand her anger with that, and that one, I get it. Uh, but
Well,
I'm
I,
like, we're
I
driving
hope that
out
you all
here.
continue to talk through it.
Okay.
I can understand you being angry because of the post because people will shoot things back to you, and I get it. I get it. But yeah, I can see both sides of the coin. I can see her thinking that we were going to do this, but when you step back and look at it, you all are grown women, and you don't know what's going to happen. And you have to live in California. Tracy could be flying back to Texas, and you still got to stay there. So, there's a lot of ramifications that can happen because of something like that. I just hope that you all can talk it through. I think you have a right to be frustrated and angry. Hopefully, during time, you all can get through it and work through it because I'm really trying to focus on positive outcomes and solutions, and I can see it because I misunderstood. I did give you the side eye. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, did they not talk about this? Did they not go through this? You're gonna know the who, what, wins, where, how, what I can and cannot do. and all of this. But I think probably in the excitement, you say, yeah, Tracy, we'll do that. But then getting out the car, kind of like, oh no, I'm not going to do that.
I
And
she
I can
changed. That's when I said no. I said no, I don't want to. But I did think that after, and not only that, um, not only is it Easter, it's also it's you want to take 2 hours each direction at a minimum. If y'all don't know LA traffic, I'm
yeah,
sorry, but
it's bad.
at a at a minimum, when I offered to go, I'm like, hey, let's go somewhere else instead. So I didn't mind the drive. Instead of going there just to do that, I'd rather spend, 4 hours total driving time going to, I don't know, Joshua Tree or anywhere. We could go hang out in San Diego, and spend the night down there. I didn't want to just waste our time doing that.
Okay.
And I just felt
It
that
seems like
it
she wanted
was,
a girls' night out, fun, fun, fun. Me and
and
misunderstood, and that's what she. Because I heard that a lot, and it seemed
I
like
know.
beach, beach, beach was the thing, and so because if you come to Texas and want to go to the beach, I'm gonna say misunderstood. That's an all day event. So we go to the beach, we ain't coming back to do nothing, and we're gonna be pretty tired. That beach is 2 hours away, so that's in Corpus Christi. And again, I would like, okay, we can do that, but I don't want to hear because I'm just letting you know. And I just think that honesty and just being straight up, this is what we can do. This is a large, vast territory. We're not near LA. Let me tell you, I had a friend from my hometown, and they were in 29,000 Palms. And they wanted me to leave from the west in downtown LA to come see them. I'm like, that's far. I'm like,
Okay.
that's far. Absolutely not. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. That's far. And as much as I wanted to see them, I went, I was really upfront to say, no, I love y'all, but I'm not coming to 29,000 Palms. Absolutely
No,
not.
I get it, and I should have, because like I said, California is just different. And I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Tracy's about that life where she's like, if she gonna do something, she gonna do it. But I'm like, we had all this time and these Zen moments. Can we just continue on with the Zen moment?
But you
And
know what
Tracy
though?
wasn't feeling that,
You
so
just
I get
mentioned some Zen moments. So I really noticed that people in Southern California are very relaxed for the most part.
it. Yeah.
And the people who are East Coast, Midwest, they are very, we want to do it. We're going to do it. And to some people in Southern California, we can be extra. A lot of the people think we extra and they're like, oh my God, ooh, this is a lot. This is much. And I'm just saying that's culturally. And I think sometimes, we kind of mix that up in culturally because again, I might be too much for somebody in Southern California with who I am. And I'm like Tracy, when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. However, I'm up. And people will tell you when we were doing the Labor Day event, I was up. Let's start on time. Let's do this on time. We got things to do. We got things to do. So I push back on the crews to have things spaced out a little bit more and to give people options to do what they want to do because I'm that type of person that I can be really regimented in certain things. And so, but I hear a lot of differences, and I think this is a chance to really get to know each other better. Now you know her, but you seem like you really genuinely care for her, and she seems like she genuinely cares for you. Now I'm gonna say this too while you're up here. I wish you would have kicked Sir King off, not because I don't like him,
Okay.
not because I don't like him, but people were lying about what you were saying. And I was watching you and Tracy real time. And I was watching those trolls go over and say, Tracy, why she got Sir King up on there and da 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 da, and they talking about you. And I know that you were saying, Sir King, do you like Tracy or not? And I don't think you like Tracy, so I really don't want you to be talking about Tracy, so on and so forth, right? So
Yeah. And I
that
did
went,
kick him off, but it was too late. Like he slid in a slick shade right before I did, and
yeah.
I
And see,
wish I
that's
would
the
not
whole
have.
thing. And again, this is nothing to do with him personally, because I really don't know him. I'm just telling you what I saw in real time and how that situation took legs, and how Tracy was like, well, why would she do that? And so now it looks crazy. I just think that this YouTube dance is very intricate, and you have to be very careful. This is why when we go on our cruise, I do not want a whole lot of taping, because it's really not about the people on in the beef sector now. It's about us having a good time, and that's it. If people want to take pictures, we're going to take them to let people know that we did get together, but it's not like a Real Housewives of Potomac or a reality show where we're taping and everything. So are y'all still on for your cruise? I hope so.
Yeah, yeah, we are, and I don't even think we can stream on cruise, so that's good. We'll just have our time. I really want to get to know Tracy more because I already feel like I know her, and we're still on. I think that today will be good for us because she'll have that girls' night with me, and it will be just us, and we'll have a chance to talk before with the rest of the time that she's here.
Well,
So
I
I
hope
think
you
that
all
tonight could be
do.
good.
I hope you do. And I really wanted to be very diplomatic and fair, because this is not a bash Tracy. I see a lot of people saying, I don't know why she on here. Well, because I really wanted to hear what she had to say. If Tracy came up here, I'm going to ask her as well. But the thing that I really didn't get is, all about the communication. And I'm glad that I'm glad that you said I won't go, because I got bigger things to think about now. And I can understand the frustration because y'all were gonna go. And I think there's a lot of miscommunication, but I think the more you all talk, that it'll work out. Hopefully you all get through this. But just notice, people are really here to tear y'all apart and tear you all. That's what they want. That's what they really want. They want
Well,
you and Tracy to go at it. They want you to be pulling Tracy's hair and Tracy be pulling your hair. And this is why I was like, why would you even post that picture? Because now I'm thinking, Tracy, you look happy. You look like, and
Jameson, I should say this. I am happy with like having Tracy around Phil. I'm happy to actually have a friend in real life. Like, Tracy's the first person I've met sober on. Like, you know what I mean? So it's a
Mhm.
lot. It is a big deal. Am I upset about the post and her? Yeah, it's a slap in the face when you go out when you extended yourself somewhere. But at the same time, I have to understand that she really wanted to do this thing that I said I would do. She was thinking all day that this is what we're gonna
So
do.
do you
So
think
I
that
do
it would have been
understand.
better if she would have called you and you all would have handled this behind the scene? Because even
Yeah,
though she
because
didn't
I was
directly
calling
say it
her.
was you, I can understand you saying, well, if you're pissed and you're in California, well, who's making you pissed and why? Because those are the questions I'm going to ask. Who's making you pissed and why are you pissed?
I feel like people you I don't like the gaslighting thing. To me, I feel like if you say that all you want to do is go to the beach, people are obviously gonna say, "Mu, why don't you just take her?" So it
Okay.
wasn't just the "I'm pissed" message; it was the message that went with it. That I'm like, come on now, you know that people are gonna be messaging me, "What's wrong with
Yeah.
Tracy?"
Yeah. Well, I'm going to offer a suggestion, and it's a suggestion. I know I'll probably get railed and pulled across the coals because I'm offering suggestions. And let me say this, I'm not trying to fix everybody's life. It's just a suggestion. And I wish more people would try to be peacemakers than to rip people apart. But I think that you and Tracy should have that conversation off YouTube. And I think that at some point in time, you all need to come together like you're with me. She needs to be on live. You need to be on live together. You all need to express what you all felt and then be done with it. I just think that the more, even, I don't think it's a problem coming up here because I really am neutral in the situation.
And I told
Um,
her she knows that I said I was gonna go and explain
Yeah,
because
so I'm neutral in this situation, but I think that you all need to have that conversation together, without cameras, without interference of other content creators, and then you all more than likely need to come up and have a united front to say this is where we are, and we made mistakes. Relationships have ups and downs, and this is where I could have been more assertive, and this is where maybe she could have been more thoughtful, and so we came back to this, and this is where we are, and so we're good, and we're done, and then really be done with it because yeah, I just think that you all really had a good time. I'm glad you all went to the beach. Now she noticed that you don't go to the beach at night in California either because it's cold. It's not like Florida where you can go walk in the beach anytime. It's cold. You
No,
know?
and I think in Texas, it's the water is warmer because she that was one thing she said. Um, well, when she said it's cold, she sees that it's cold out here. It's not the sunny
Mhm.
California y'all be thinking about. At night. So yeah, and keep in mind before. I mean, when I seen the post and I'm and the because the I'm pissed post didn't upset me. I let people say what they're gonna say, but when it was added to, hey, all I want to do is go to the beach. I tried calling her. She wouldn't take my phone call. So now I'm thinking she's out here. What's going to happen? I kept calling her. And then I fired up a live to address that post. But I was worried when she wouldn't answer
Yeah.
because I'm like, my friend is out here. I can't reach her. Is she angry? Is she walking somewhere? There was all kinds of things that went through my head.
Yeah, and I think that's the big thing. And people say it ain't no behind the scenes. Yes, it is. Y'all don't have to know everything. I think that you all want to know everything, and there was a lot of things saying that MU set Tracy up to MU knew all of this stuff, or it was staged. And I'm like, and let me tell you something. It was staged. This was really good. I ain't lying,
Let me
but
tell you why they say that. Let me tell you what happened. Okay, so I don't know if I was live or not. I was listening to Lady Nika. And on Lady Nika's, keep in mind, Tracy is only 5 minutes away from where my house is. So when I was listening to Lady Nika, they had said that Tracy had said that Don Cato had touched her breast. And I'm like, that never happened. They said that it was on Tracy's community wall, blah blah blah. So I just got in my car and I just put in her chat like, hey, I'm pulling up because now I'm like, I want to speak to Tracy and clear this up right now before we have another scandal or some rumors going around because Don Cato was nothing but nice. So I got there in 5 minutes, hit Nika's live and was like, Tracy, did he do anything to you? And she's like, no. But no, that was not a play. I didn't know that was going to be said. I went to Tracy directly and asked her so we could squash that rumor right away.
okay. Now, I do have one question to ask you that is not Tracy related, but it is Lady Snoop related. And this is what I heard, and I want to confirm it with you. Did Don Cato reach out to Lady Snoop, and does she have a recording of him saying certain things about your relationship? Because if that's true, that bothers me. And I'm
She
just asking you.
she's not playing that in full. When he told me he was about to reach out to her, his son is in a hospital, and she sent him these messages like, "You're outside of my house," and I know I seen all the messages, okay, and he let me know that he's like, you're not telling the truth. Stop. And then she sends a message back like, oh my bad. And he's like, well, are you outside? Are you just outside my house? Why? Like, and it really bothered him. So then he said he was gonna call and see if he can come up with some conflict resolution so that way she would just stop. So he did call her and then he went through the timeline with her with, hey, when I was with you, I I wasn't with you and all that. So he did go and talk to her about it, but she's only playing it in clips. She's not playing it in full. There was nothing romantic about it, and he did reach out to her because his son is in a hospital. She's sitting up there sending him messages with his son's address, his son's name, saying, "Okay, I'm gonna call your ex. I'm going. If you don't respond to me, I'm gonna start making phone calls." So he called her,
Okay. I'm just wondering because again, she did play it and stuff, and
but she didn't
so
play it
yeah.
in full, Jay Wilson, and it's
Okay. Yeah.
clipped.
Well, my thing is this. Let me say this. My biggest concern is about how it may make you look. And if you're good and if you all talked about it, I get it. But from what I heard on the outside looking in, I'm like, I know this girl is not dealing with somebody who would even entertain that situation or that behavior. So that's it. Because MU, the bottom line is, sometimes like the red flags are right there, and sometimes you don't see them. But
The
knowing
thing
that
that
in
was
context.
hurtful was
Go ahead.
no not knowing after it was done. That was what was hurtful.
Yeah,
I
and
knew
see
he was gonna do it and all that stuff, but I just and he did call me that morning. But I didn't get what he was trying to tell me, and I just wish that I would have known before I find stuff out on YouTube.
yeah, but it seems like he's giving you some doozy moments before, and this is not like the first time. But MU, the biggest thing is that if you're good with it, you're good with it, and be fine with it. But first of all, you are seem like an energetic person. You seem like you have things on track, and 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 like I said, this is not a Don Cato bashing moment. I'm really leery of a lot of men in certain sectors or that we're aware of because it always seems like it's an agenda. Um, even from the situation that happened last year, I'm like, how guys talk to women and do certain things. So all I just say is just be careful, listen to the signs, listen to your heart. If your heart is saying something ain't right, or if you have reservation applause, really listen to it. That's all I can say. Listen to it. Make sure because you are your best advocate. Nobody else is going to advocate for you like you. And so that's all I'm going to say. Make sure that you take care of you. And I'll say that. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I just
I
hope it works
appreciate you,
out. Yeah.
Jameson.
Yeah. I hope it works out with you and Tracy. And, thank you for coming on up. I'm
Thank
getting
you.
ready to go myself, but you kind of cleared some stuff up. Handle this behind the scenes. Come with Tracy. Y'all talk through it, have it, and then be done with it because it seems like more miscommunication than anything. It seems like you had a change of thought after you had an ethical moment to say this ain't smart. And I don't blame you because I would rather you to say no and have this conflict than say yes and be in the county jail or be in a conflict that can jeopardize you and your children. I mean, so I get it.
Thank you, Jay Wilson. Have a great rest of your day.
You
Thank you
too.
for letting me
Thank
up.
you. hmm Well, y'all, that was misunderstood, and I'm glad she came up. Um, and like I said, I know people don't have stuff to say, but y'all say it. You know, be a peacemaker. And I mean, I'm being honest with her about what I've seen and how I felt. And I'm not just saying that the man is a bad man, but I just think he's put her in a lot of situations where it may not have been in her best interest. But hey, it is what it is. But you've heard from misunderstood. Hopefully, her and Tracy work it out and get through it. So yeah, yeah. Hopefully, they work it out, y'all. And misunderstood said she was hurt because of the post. She was hurt because of some things, and then she seemed like she was concerned about Tracy, and then Tracy might have been upset because of some stuff. And so I just think that it's human stuff, and you just got to work through it. And nothing is perfect, y'all. Nothing is perfect. We all go through stuff. Hopefully they work it out, and if they don't work it out, at least they can be cordial. But hopefully they will work it out. Hopefully they'll talk behind the scenes and then come on and let people know, hey, we're okay and move on. That's what I hope. So look, y'all, I'm heading on out and peace and love, you all. I'm gonna go get a bite to eat and then I got a few things to run, but y'all take care. Love you all. Want to give a shout out to all the ushers. Vivian, I did not go to the mailbox yet. I am. For those people who need those reservations, I'm coming. There's a lot been going on, but I'm gonna get you set. You all, please do not forget. The 15th is the D-Day to get that price. Not a D-Day to get on the cruise, but I can't guarantee you that price. The 15th for Juicycation. All righty. Y'all take care. Peace and love.